Good afternoon or morning. Yeah, for today. Are you the attorney? Mom. What's your last name? Woods. Okay. So it shows you don't have an attorney on your case. That's fine. The judge can call the calendar a little bit. You're going to step up here. So I ask if you want an attorney or if you want to talk to the prosecutor to try to resolve your case. I will tell you that if you have a good license now, that would probably have a very good result for you. But in any case, so call the calendar and as you want to go forward, talk to the state or if you want to have a you do have your license up for the first thing out there. Got it? So you got your permit after this should get you a good result. And you have an appointment. You have documents that you can show that. Yeah, I mean. But you got your permit, you got everything. Yeah. Oh, that should be good.
Good morning. I'm Judge Tammy Long Hayward, State Court of Clayton County. This is the arraignment calendar for November 7th of 2024 at 10 a.m. I'm going to call the calendar, but first I need to give you some information. If there's anyone whose name is not on the screen, I see an iPhone, I see a Samsung, but I don't have an iPhone or a Samsung on my calendar. So I'm going to have to get you to put your first and last name on the calendar so that I know who's here and no one gets a bench warrant unnecessarily. All right, so if you could rename yourself, if you go to the picture that where you are, touch the screen or activate your cursor, you'll see a box with 3 white dots. Click on that box. When you click on that box, a menu will come down. You're looking for rename. Click on rename. A box will come up. Put your first and last name in the box and hit enter. And that should change your name on the screen. So what you're going to do is next to your picture on the screen, there should be a blue box with 3 white dots. So if you touch the screen next to your picture, you'll see that box come up. All right. And while yes.
I'm touching it. It's not coming up.
Okay. 1 second. What's your name, young man?
Antonio Hampton.
Mine's not coming up either.
Right. What's your name? What's your name?
Jayla Jean Baptiste.
Jayla?
Yes, it's Jayla, and then my last name is Jean Baptiste. JEAN-BAPTISTE.
Jean Baptiste.
Yes, it's Creole.
I know. All right. Let's see if we got that right. You see it?
Yes. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's right. It have a minus sign though between the Jean and the Baptiste. I don't know if that matters.
You have I'm sorry, it has a what now?
Like a little minus sign. It's like Jean and then it's a minus sign.
Okay.
Then it's Baptiste.
No problem. You got a hyphen in your name. That's no problem.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, love.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the arraignment calendar. This is the first time your case may be appearing before a judge on the trial court where we can finally resolve your case. On the arraignment calendar, I'm going to expect that to hear one of 3 pleas. You'll enter a plea of not guilty, which means that you'd like to go to trial at a later date. You'll enter a plea of guilty, which means that you feel like you're guilty of the offenses before the court and you want to resolve your case today. Or you'll enter a plea of nolo or no contest. You still want to resolve your case today. You feel like you're not guilty, but you don't want to contest the evidence that the state has that they could present it. Now, first things first, everyone is entitled to have an attorney represent you. Please mute your device for me. Everyone is entitled to have an attorney represent you. If you could not afford one, I can appoint one to you, and an attorney could advise you at all phases of your interaction with the court. If you wish to hire your own attorney, you need to let me know when I call your name, but you need to do so very quickly because you're not assured of a continuance in this matter. I can appoint someone to you if you need an attorney who can speak with you here today. And if you are making the decision to enter a plea of not guilty and have a trial by jury or judge, please understand that if you go to trial, I can't treat you any differently than I would treat someone who knows the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure, an attorney. So you may be at a significant disadvantage by not knowing how to get your evidence before the record of the court. And so I know it may seem simple to you, but there are rules and procedures in court, and you may not be able to achieve what you wish to achieve because you don't know those rules and procedures. So please be mindful of that. Now, when it comes to a not guilty plea, essentially all you have to do is show up for trial because the state has the burden of proving the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. And you have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination, which means that you do not have to give any evidence or testimony or present anything at all. You just need to be there. But if you and your attorney choose to give evidence or testimony, you can do that. If you choose to challenge any arguments made by the state, you can do that also. Now, if you went to trial and you were convicted, the maximum penalty could be up to 12 months in jail, a $5,000 fine, or both per offense. But if you believe that you got convicted, but it was a mistake, you could appeal your case to an appellate court, a court that might make a different decision within 30 days of the decision and the verdict of this court. So those are the rights that come with having a trial. If you enter a plea of guilty, it's because you believe you're guilty of the underlying offense. You may not agree with every part of the factual basis as recited by the state, but you do believe you're guilty of the offense and you wish to resolve it today. We'll allow you or you and your attorney to speak with the state. And if you all can come up with a resolution as far as the sentencing, you can present that to the court. Otherwise, you can I guess they have the pleas, not I guess, but they have pleas called non-negotiated. If you want to, if you differ from what the state is saying, you can present both sides and I can make a decision. Generally, though, you all are able to reach consensus for the most part once you all have a discussion about your case. Once your case is resolved, you'll enter your plea today and you'll begin to serve whatever sentence that the court has decided on. Now, with a NOLO plea, NOLO means no contest. And it just means that you're not contesting any evidence that the state has, but you don't want to plead guilty. A NOLO plea has some benefits for you, particularly in traffic offenses. A NOLO plea might help you avoid points on your license. It might help you avoid a suspension of your license. But I do have to tell you 3 things. 1, you have to be NOLO eligible. You could not have used a NOLO within the last 5 years for the same or similar offense. 2, if you are under the age of 21, it may not work the same way for you. And you only need 6 points on your license for a hard suspension, meaning that your license will be suspended for 6 months and no opportunity for a permit for work or school. So please understand, if you're under 21, those are the risks that you take. And finally, if you are a commercial driver, if you have a commercial driver's license and your livelihood depends on you being able to drive, please make sure you understand what might happen to your commercial driver's license if you go to trial and risk a conviction, or if you enter a plea, because we cannot tell you. There's too many rules that are involved in having a commercial driver's license. We don't know those rules, and we will not attempt to tell you what might happen. You have to do the research on your own and be sure on your own. And I tell you, it is easier to do it right the first time than it is to undo it. So if you took a plea and it jeopardized your commercial driver's license, if you came back to me and asked me, Judge, can we undo it? It might be harder than you think, because at a certain point, I lose the ability under the law to undo it. So please be mindful of that. So if you enter a plea, just make sure that you are doing so after you've done your work research about your CDL. I think that is it. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to call the calendar. I do need to know that you are here. But if you have an attorney, your attorney will speak on your behalf. If you don't have an attorney, then I'll speak directly to you about whether you need an attorney appointed. All right, first case on the calendar is Adams. Jacques Cardin Adams.
Judge, I did speak to Mr. Adams. I expected him to be on the Zoom call or in person. Mr. Adams, are you on the call? Is there Mr. Adams in the courtroom?
The state will move for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
Bench warrant bond forfeiture will be granted.
Thank you.
All right. Dorian Nehemiah Brown. Dorian Nehemiah Brown. Mr. Brown has two cases.
Judge,
He's has Lister Holton Dennis on one of them.
Judge, we did attempt to try to get in touch with Mr. Brown. All our contact information was not successful.
The state will move for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
All right. The court, after having sounded for Mr. Brown, court will enter a bench warrant bond forfeiture on both cases.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Kaylin Dion Bussey. Kaylin Dion Bussey.
Mr. Bussey, present.
Last call for Kaylin Dion Bussey.
Your Honor, the state is going to not cross that case.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm going to pronounce this. If it may be wrong on my calendar, but if it's not, I'm going to do the best I can. Favor, Kenesha Tirana Favor.
She's in the courtroom, Judge.
Okay. Come on up, Ms. Favor.
And Your Honor, the state is going to not cross that case.
All right. So Ms. Favor, the state is going to not cross your case. Thank you so much. And please be safe and make sure you keep all your documents together, because that's really important. Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Hagler.
You're welcome.
Hampton, Antonio Delon Hampton.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hampton, you're represented by the law firm of Lister Holton Dennis. Let me hear from them.
Judge, I don't believe we've given given Mr. Hampton the state's offer. However, based on what it is, I think there's a strong chance we can get that resolved. I would just ask if Mr. Hampton put his phone number in the chat, and then we will call him momentarily, give him the offer, and we should have an announcement very shortly.
So, Mr. Hampton, do you know how to use the chat function? You do?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I just hit chat, so just text my number.
No, let me tell you first. So you
Okay.
see the name in blue, it should say everyone.
Yes,
Click on that.
I
You
clicked
see a
on.
list? You see a list that came down?
Yes, courtroom 304, Judge.
That's the one. Click on that and send them your phone number. That way you don't send everybody your phone number.
Okay, so send it to courtroom 304.
That's right.
Okay.
And put your email address in there too.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Hampton, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, just mute your device for me until we're ready for you.
Okay.
Jayla Monet Jean-Baptiste. Ma'am, you're before the court for driving on a suspended or revoked license and no license. Where are you, ma'am? I gotta see you.
I'm right here. Hold on. I don't know how to put the screen. Hold on. Let me see.
There you are. All right. Hello. So you're before the court for driving on a suspended or revoked license and no license. Do you need an attorney to represent you?
No, not really. I'm guilty for that.
Hold on, ma'am. Are you over 21?
Yeah, I'm over 21.
All right.
That
Do
was a
you,
long time ago, though. Does it matter? Because I was pregnant at
okay,
the time.
hold on. No, it don't matter that you were pregnant. Pregnancy don't keep you from getting a license. But
Oh, no.
let me ask you this. Do you currently have a license?
No, because then when I had my baby, I had another baby right after that. So I never had license. I never got a license. So I
Okay.
still haven't had time to go get my license yet. So
Now, Miss John Baptiste, you had time to make another baby. You had time to go get
these baby keep me busy. And then job
I'm
is
just
a lot.
saying, even if you had time to make another baby, ma'am, you could have gone and got that license.
You're absolutely right. But I haven't went and got the license. So there's no excuse. You
Miss John
absolutely
Baptiste,
right.
let me just talk to you from a practical standpoint. This is Georgia. It's not like New York or some places that have a metro system and a widespread bus system. We do the best we can, but we don't have it like that. And if you got two babies, you got to be able to get them to where they need to be.
Absolutely.
So you're handicapping yourself and your babies by not going and spending $40 to get a license, as opposed to what this is going to cost.
Yeah, you're right.
So I just need you to, as a mama, you got to make economic sense. You got to make common sense, all of these things. And so if you had time to make a whole nother baby, you had time to come down to DMV and stand in line and get your license.
Yeah, I just stopped driving.
Yeah,
So
but
now I have a driver. I just don't even drive no more.
and you got two babies. What happens
Yeah.
if you got to run and get your baby from somewhere, or if you got
You
to
know
take
what it was? It wasn't even that. I had ended up getting in a bad accident and it traumatized me. So I don't like driving. I don't like driving with my babies. So I don't drive at all.
That's fair, but if you do
Yeah.
probably need to get your license just for other things. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, Miss Hagler, Miss Jean Baptiste is representing herself. She's over 21. Can you give her the recommendation from the state?
Yes, and for the court's information, she also has two other cases on the calendar as well.
Oh, yeah, she does. I didn't go to the next page. So, Ms. Jean-Baptiste, you have two driving on the suspended or revoked license or no license, and one theft by shoplifting. So we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Right. Because the death by shoplifting, I'm not doing. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, okay.
The reason people have lawyers, and let me just tell you what lawyers do. They tell you, stop talking.
Right.
But lawyers
I need a lawyer for that one, most definitely.
Okay.
But I'm not worrying about that one. I got
I'm glad you're not worrying about it. Okay, Miss Hagler, for the first two, what is the recommendation from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, for case ending in 06029 for count 1, a fine of $500. The state will not prosecute count 2. For case ending in 01891, a fine of 12 months to serve 2 days, balance suspended, and a fine of $1,000 to be suspended. And the state will not prosecute count 2.
Okay. And then, all right, thank you. So, ma'am?
Yes.
So, the fines are statutory, which means they're written into the statute. I don't make them up. Ms. Hagler doesn't make them up. So, the first one is a $500 fine for your first time. The $500 fine with the surcharges are going to be $737.50. Now, the second one goes up to $1,000. And I just need to tell you, the third one is $1,500 plus the surcharges, which makes us closer to $2,400 or $2,000 and something. And then the fourth one is a felony. So if you drive and you don't have your license, if you get 4 of these, you got a felony. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the second one, Ms. Hagler, you said was 12 months, 2 days, balance suspended, and the $1,000 fine would be suspended. Did you say that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Ms. Hagler is doing you a big favor, Ms. Jean-Baptiste, because on the second one, she's willing to suspend the $1,000 fine so that you don't have to pay that as long as you pay the other one.
Okay. And then how long do I have to pay it?
I can give you 12 months.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that.
All right. And you said you wanted an attorney for your third case?
Yeah, because they don't have nothing to do with me, and I'm not taking
it. Stop talking, Ms.
Okay.
All right.
But yes, I want an attorney for that.
All right. So I'm going to appoint the law. law firm of Lister Holt Dennis, Mr. Taylor, or Mr. Lynch. So what I need you to do now is, you know how to use the chat.
Give me a second. Come on, Daddy. Let me finish, huh? Okay, huh? Go now and watch TV. I'm almost done.
Mr. Taylor, can you send her a test chat and she can respond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Ms. Jean-Baptiste, you're going to see a red box pop up with a number in it on your screen in a minute. When you do, click on that and respond. Put your phone number and your email address in the box and send it back to Mr. Taylor.
Okay, I sure will.
All right. So now did you, Mr. Taylor, you've heard the terms of the other two. I would rather her do them all at one time. So just go ahead and talk to her about the third case, and then we can take, if y'all are able to resolve that today, we can take all of those pleas at one time.
Sounds like she's indicating this.
Okay. Did you sent it, Ms. Jean-Baptiste?
Hit it on my son. On the last. Yeah. I'm about to send it.
You did?
I'm about to send it now.
Okay, go ahead and send that for me to Mr. Taylor.
Okay. It's not letting me get to it.
Okay. Do you see the red dot? I mean the red box?
No, it's supposed to be at the top or the bottom.
Somewhere on your screen. I'm not sure what you have.
Screen. Mute and mute.
I'm sorry.
Button that says chat with a emoji of a.
Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see the I don't see it.
Click more if you can see something that says more with 3 dots.
Okay, hold on. With a camera.
I just sent her a test too.
It still have, I don't see your text. That's not popping up.
You don't see a red box with a number in.
No, I don't see a red box with a number in.
When you touch the screen, do you see something that comes up that says more in a blue box?
Hold on. No, I'm on the main screen where you can see everyone on the screen.
I understand, but when you touch the screen next to your face, do that for me. Do you see a box with 3 dots?
Okay, yeah, now I see it. Okay, I got it.
Click on that.
You got the chat?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, send it to Mr. Taylor, the first one, not my test.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm gonna mute you, Ms. Jean-Baptiste. Okay, next is Nathaniel Kelly. Nathaniel Kelly.
Mr. Kelly was released on UJR a couple of months ago. We don't have his contact information, but he was released at the request of the jail due to failing health. He had a stroke and I believe was in a wheelchair.
Okay,
but we don't have the contact information to reach out to him.
Can we check the jail and see if they have anything?
I'll look into that, Your Honor.
Okay, because if he was released, they had to release him to someone. So for now, it's a bond forfeiture, but let's kind of keep track of where he was released to. Philip Nags.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Nags, you're before the court for a traffic violation and no insurance. Do you need an attorney to assist you, or are you going to represent yourself?
I'm going to represent myself.
Are you over 21?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Hagler, what is the state's recommendation for traffic violation and no insurance?
Yes. Mr. Nags, do you currently have insurance now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna put my government cell phone in the chat directly to you. Please send me proof of that information, and then I'll have another announcement after I review the proof.
So you can take a picture of your insurance or send your digital insurance card to Ms. Hagler, and then she's gonna update the announcement, okay?
Okay, I was gonna ask, how do I find that?
Okay, so it's just like what I was explaining to Ms. Jean-Baptiste. You're looking for a red box with a number in it. If you don't see that, touch the screen next to where your face and name are, and you should see a blue box with 3 white dots.
I'm not seeing the blue box with 3 white dots. And I was gonna say, I am unaware of how to locate my insurance information.
Okay, can you call the people you have insurance with? They usually can send you a digital card.
Okay. I'm most likely gonna call them.
Okay, so here's what you do. If you got to get off the call, just log back in, same login, okay? Call them and ask them to send you a digital insurance card, and they'll just email it or to you or text it to you. When you get that, you're going to come back in and you're going to send that to Ms. Hagler. All right, but first let me walk you through the chat. So
yes, ma'am.
When you touch the screen, do you see anything, a box that says more? Blue box.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click on that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see chat in there?
No, ma'am.
What does it say in the more when you click on more?
I see the chat, but it's separate from more. More,
Okay.
when I click on more, it says meeting settings.
Okay, click on the chat one. That's separate.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you see what's in blue? Did you see something that says everyone in a blue box?
Yes, ma'am.
Click on that.
Yes, ma'am.
And then if you go down, you'll see ASG.
Ms. Jamine Hagler.
Jamine Hagler, right. So that's who you're going to send the information to when you come back, okay? She'll have her information. She's going to send you a chat with her phone that you can text it to, so you can send that to her. So I've given you the instructions about how to get back into the chat. If you need to log off to call, how to get your information and where to send it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so when you come back, we'll be here, okay?
Judge, I did send him my government cell phone, so he has it. I just sent that to him.
Make sure before you get off the chat that you write down that cell phone number, because it might not still be here when you get back, okay?
Okay, I don't see the phone number.
You have to go directly to your name. It's a direct message to you.
Look on your name.
I'm clicking the word direct message. It says me to Jamine Hagler.
Okay, but
it doesn't say what was sent to me.
The number is in there.
Go back one step to where the box in blue. What's the box in blue say? Everyone still?
No, ma'am, I do not see it.
Okay. On your chat, whatever box is in blue, whatever name is in blue, click on that and go down to
okay. It says, please send your proof of insurance to this number.
Yes,
right.
That's
it. Okay. So write that number down before you leave, so you don't, like if you leave and call and you get separated from us, that might disappear by the time you get back. So you want to write that down, okay?
As you wish, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Nag. So we'll see you in a minute, okay?
Yes, ma'am. As you wish.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor. Please and thank you.
All right, we'll be back. Princess Aaliyah McCray. Princess Aaliyah McCray.
the statement moved for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
Last call for Princess Aaliyah McCray. State the state has asked for a bench warrant bond forfeiture. The court is going to issue that.
Thank you.
All right. Next on the calendar is Victor Demetris Porter. Victor Demetris Porter.
Your Honor, the state is going to non-process case.
All right. Case will be no pros. Thank you, Ms. Hagler.
Mhm.
Next is Ian Alexander Reese. Ian Alexander Reese. Last call for Ian Alexander Reese.
The state will move for a benchmark bond forfeiture.
He's
Oh,
president.
wait, who's that at the? Is this Mr. Reese? Mr. Reese?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Reese, you're before the court for no insurance, no tag or expired or invalid tag, concealing the ID of a motor vehicle, headlights covered, seatbelt violation, and improper backing. Mr. Reese, do you wish to have an attorney represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I wish to have an attorney to represent me.
All right, so I'm going to appoint the law firm of Lister, Holton, Dennis. They are in the courtroom now, Mr. Lynch and Mr. Taylor, so they'll speak with you if you have a seat, and then they'll help you navigate this case, okay? Next is Aaron Keith Robbins. Aaron Keith Robbins. Aaron Keith Robbins.
The state will move for a benchmark bond forfeiture.
Bench warrant will be granted for Aaron Robbins. I don't think he has a phone.
Oh.
Right. All right, so has anyone come in? Adams, Brown, Kelly, McCray, Robbins. Okay, those are all bench warrants.
Judge, just for Mr. Robbins, I did reach out. The last time we spoke, he appeared for a Zoom calendar call. He was currently in a residential rehab. Since then, I had made contact with his handler at the rehab, but I think he was released in October. I made efforts reaching out to them to try to get contact, but I have not gotten anything back.
Okay. Well, you've done what you could. All right, last case on this calendar, on the 10 a.m. calendar, is Christopher D'Angelo Woods. Christopher D'Angelo Woods. Mr. Woods is coming up.
The state's gonna non-process case.
All right, Mr. Woods, the case is going to be no prost, and you're free to go at this time. Just make sure that you keep your license and documents in good stead, okay? All right, thank you, sir. All right, so that leaves Reese Nags. Mr. Nags is checking on his information. Ms. Jean-Baptiste is going to speak with the attorneys about her third case, Hampton and Favor.
Judge, for Mr. Hampton, I believe we have a resolution. I just need to verify, and I can just do it right here with Ms. Hagler. The recommendation that I have says 12 months served, 24 hours credit for time served. It says balance probated, but it says $300 fine suspended, no new violations. I'm assuming, and I'm assuming the intention was it to be a suspended sentence. And if that's the case, Mr. Hampton would gladly accept that resolution.
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Miranda, please call the president. Miranda, please call the president.
Yeah, the fine is suspended.
So there's no conditions for him to do on probation. So could we please have would you please?
Yeah, that's fine. But the fine is still a fine, but just suspended fine, and then no further violations of the law.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Mr. Hampton has indicated he would accept that.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think Mr. Reese has some documents to share with you.
Is someone gonna bring it down to us? Or is just someone down there to get a copy?
We can.
They need to bring some.
Is it okay? Is it possible someone can come down here and grab it?
Yeah, I can send someone down there. Thank you. Let me do it now. Mhm.
Ms. Hagler?
Yes,
For the people we're appointed to, I think for John Baptiste, we just got appointed on the shoplifting case.
you need the paperwork, right?
Yeah, if you could email.
Okay,
or
let me,
however's easier.
I'll have, when they come down and get the stuff for Reese, I'm gonna have them bring it down. Let me send that in the email. Okay. And that should be it, right? As far as what you all need, that should be it.
Yeah, we just got appointed on
Okay.
Reese. Did we get appointed on somebody else? No, I don't think so.
Just Baptiste's other case, and that's all I remember. Okay. Let me get copies and send it down to you. Thank you.
Do I need to do anything else?
Ms. Reese, I'm gonna give you a call in one moment.
Okay.
In fact,
The first-
go ahead and mute. I'm gonna go mute your device. I'm gonna step out in the hall and call you right now.
Okay, it's the second number, not the first time. I mean, the first number, okay? The first number I sent, it's the second number.
Second number. All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead and mute so we can have a private combo.
Okay.
So nobody else can take it away. It has to be towed away. But if it's on the roadway. It was at the home. At the home, but and on the roadway or in the driveway. Because. Can you tell me how to pull up the Zoom? I really need to. Get that number started. Lori. And then there's 2 tabs at the top.
Attorney Lynch, they're on their way down now to bring you all the documents and to get the documents for Reese. Thank you.
Proof of insurance for Mr. Reese and proof of registration of his new car. The car that was in question during the original incident was towed away and was then found it never remembered to meet the other documentation. Which I got you to get it out. Talk to him and anything that that's in. Yeah.
Your Honor, I have an announcement whenever you're ready.
Yes, Ms. Hagler?
Yes, Your Honor, on page 6, Mr. Reese, the state is going to not process that case.
Okay, I'm trying to turn my video on, but something is cycling, so give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Reese, your case will be no cross. You're free to go at this time. Please be safe and keep your documents intact. All right, so the Favor and Hampton, did I miss something? On Favor, let me see.
Well, Favor was not called.
Okay, that's what I thought. I missed that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Hampton and Jean-Baptiste are the last, and Nags, Mr. Nags, we're waiting for him to come back in.
So Hampton is ready for a plea.
I'm ready.
Hampton, turn on your camera and unmute mic.
I'm here.
Okay, who's that?
Ms. Baptiste, we know you're here. Thank you. I'm going to make an announcement on your case shortly.
All right, Mr. Hampton, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court on State of Georgia versus Antonio Hampton. You're represented by the law firm of Lister, Holt and Dennis. You're on case 2021 CR 02178 for obstruction of an officer. Mr. Lynch, what is your client plead to the offense before the court?
No contest, Judge.
All right, by entering a plea of nolo, sir, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, factual basis and recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about January 31st of 2020, Officer Dole with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office was participating in a pre-approved road safety check at Norman Boulevard and Rochelle Way, Atlanta, Georgia, 30349 Clayton County. As the defendant passed through the road safety check, officer could smell an odor of marijuana emitted from the vehicle. At that time, Deputy Jackson, who was also at the safety checkpoint, instructed the defendant to step out of the vehicle. Officer Doyle approached the passenger side and told the defendant to get out. The defendant stepped out of the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot. Officer Doyle placed the defendant in the door jamb of the vehicle to prevent his escape. As the defendant was in the door jamb, he continued to resist, not following any lawful commands to place his hands behind his back. The defendant began to jump on the door frame of the vehicle, attempted to push off of the vehicle, while Officer Doyle attempted to gain control of the defendant and place him in handcuffs. The defendant began starting back, resisting, pulling away from attempting to escape. At that time, Officer Doyle grabbed the defendant by his clothes, and he was able to restrain him and put him into handcuffs. Your Honor, at this time for count 1, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 24 hours, community time served, balance suspended, a fine of $300 to be suspended, and the defendant is to have no new or no further violations of the law.
All right, Mr. Lynch.
Judge, that is the negotiated plea agreement. We would ask that the court accept it at this time.
All right, Mr. Hampton, I'm going to accept your plea of nolo. I'll sentence you to 12 months to serve 24 hours. Balance will be suspended and your $300 fine is suspended as long as you have no new violations of the laws of the state of Georgia. Sir, we're not gonna have this happen again, are we?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Take care.
Okay.
All right, and has Mr. Nags come back?
Not that I see, Your Honor. Not that I see.
Mr. Nags? He might be under one of the, what,
iPhones.
yeah, the Samsung, yeah. All right, so the last case is Ms. Jean-Baptiste. Do you have an announcement, Mr. Lynch?
Judge, yes, Your Honor. I spoke with Ms. Jean-Baptiste and on the case 2023 CR 01899 theft by shoplifting, we're entering a not guilty at this time.
All right. All right, so Ms. Jean-Baptiste, let's go ahead and do your traffic offenses, okay?
And for clarity purposes, Judge, attorney, which one of you are representing her on that one? I believe Attorney Taylor, you may be a conflict on that case. So are you representing her or Attorney Lynch?
Well, at this
I believe
point,
it's a conflict on that one, but he made the announcement. So
talking about John Baptiste?
yeah, for
Yeah.
for that third case, the stuff by shoplifting.
If Mr. Taylor has a conflict, then I'll be handling it.
Okay, because he made the announcement, so wanted to get clarity. Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right, so Ms. Jean-Baptiste?
Judge, I just got a text from her saying,
I'm back in.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Jean-Baptiste. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you've entered a plea of not guilty on your theft by shoplifting case, and you're gonna work with your attorneys on that one. But on the traffic offenses, you said that you wish to take a plea today. Raise your right hand for me.
Yes.
You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hands down. So you're before the court on case 2021 CR 06029, Jayla Monet Jean-Baptiste, for driving under a suspended or revoked license and no license. And did you want to enter a plea of NOLO or guilty? Is she NOLO eligible, Ms. Hagler?
She is, Your Honor.
All right. So if you enter a plea of NOLO on the first one, then you can do the guilty on the second one. It helps a little bit. All right. So by entering a plea of NOLO on the first case, and then on case 2022 CR 01891 for driving on a suspended or revoked license and no license, you're entering a plea of guilty to the first count, and count 2 will be no pros. But you're by doing so, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. You have to say yes. Okay. Yes. Factual basis and factual basis, and we can repeat the recommendation.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Pertaining to case ending in 06029, on or about April the 1st of 2021, while Officer M. Davis was conducting an approved road safety check, the defendant's vehicle entered that check. Officer Davis asked the defendant to present her driver's license at that time, so that she did not have one. She presented a Georgia identification card, which was run through GCIC and revealed that she had a suspended license. At that time, she received a citation for driver's license suspended. The state's recommendation for count 1 is a fine of $500 based on the non-pros count 2. For case ending in 01891, on or about April the 28th of 2022, Sergeant Thompson was conducting an approved safety checkpoint at the intersection of King Road and Walker Road, Clayton County, Georgia. At that time, the defendant's vehicle entered the stop point. He conducted a canvass of the area. He initiated a traffic stop, and the defendant was 1 second, Your Honor. Okay. Let me back up a few. So he was conducting a road safety check at the intersection of King Road and Walker Road. While at the intersection, the defendant did not go through the check safety point. At that time, Officer Thompson conducted a canvass of the area and then located the defendant's vehicle. He conducted a traffic stop and asked the defendant why she did not go to the safety checkpoint. The defendant said that she did not stop because she thought it was an accident. She provided her name and date of birth, and it turned out that her information was suspended. At that time, and she was given a citation for driving license suspended. Your Honor, the state's recommendation for count 1 is a fine of 1,000, 12 months to serve, 2 days, balance suspended, a fine of $1,000 to be suspended, and the state is going to not prosecute count 2.
12 months to serve, 2 days is what that means.
You'll get credit for time served, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
We're not trying to bring you and the babies to the jailhouse.
I'll tell you.
All right. All right. So, ma'am, I'm going to accept your plea of no low to count 1 on the case. Case 2021 CR 06029. And on that case, count 1 will be no low, count 2 will be no pros. I'll sentence you to 12 months pay only probation, which means that the only 2 things you have to do is report and pay. And as soon as you finish paying your $500 fine, your probation will terminate. But I do have to tell you the $500 fine with the surcharges will be a total of $737.50. You'll have 12 months to pay it, but the quicker you pay it, the quicker you will be off probation. Are you currently working? Let me ask you.
Yes, I am, but I work from home. The question is, do I have to go in because I don't stay in Clay County? That's the thing. I don't stay in Clay County, so it's kind of, and I don't drive. So
okay, hold on. I can do phone and mail report as long as you're paying on consistently. You should be okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the probation expert, and she's going to do your intake. Ask her any questions that you have, particularly as they pertain to your situation, okay?
Okay.
All right, she's going to give you information about that. On the case 2022 CR 01891, I'm going to accept your plea of guilty to count 1. Count 2 will be no pros. I'll sentence you to 12 months to 2 days credit for time served. Balance will be suspended and $1,000 fine will be suspended. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, ma'am, before I know you have trauma, but I hope you get over that. I hope it gets better.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my license because I never had a license, so I don't know.
Yeah, you get your license, ma'am.
I am.
Take your little class and get your license. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. All right. Now I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. James, and she's going to explain everything to you. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And when you finish speaking with Ms. James, you don't have to come back here to the main room as long as you have had all your questions answered.
Okay, love. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care of those babies and kind of slow down, Miss John Baptiste. Get yourself a minute.
I'm pregnant now, so
I'm just saying. You're like, before I can get my license, I had another baby.
I'm not having no more after this. I'm done.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Hold on, I gotta change your name so I know which. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you have an iPhone, please make sure that you put your first and last name on the screen because I got a bunch of iPhones and I'm not gonna know who's who. And it's gonna make it hard for us to keep track of you. So if you have an iPhone, please put your first. If you have any phone, please put your first and last name on the screen. Nicknames don't help me either. So please put your first and last name on the screen. I'm going to assign you, Ms. Jean-Baptiste, to the room 6 with Ms. James, and that invitation should be coming over now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Take care. All right. So that, I believe, concludes. Well, we're waiting on Mr. Nags, but he had trouble getting in the first time, so it may be a little issue for him. But we have the 11 o'clock calendar, so I'll go ahead and call that in a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that you are here for arraignment on the November 7th, 2024, 11 a.m. calendar. I'm Judge Tammy Long Hayward, and this is courtroom 304 of Clayton County State Court. The first thing you need to know is everyone is entitled to have an attorney to represent them. If you are unable to afford an attorney, I can appoint one to you, but you can have an attorney to represent you with a plea or with a trial. Now, I expect to hear 3 pleas. Not guilty, guilty, or nolo contendory. The not guilty plea means that you wish to have a trial by jury or judge. You'll have plenty of time to prepare for your trial. And you have the right to have an attorney represent you at trial. If you wish to represent yourself, though, I do need to caution you that I cannot treat you any differently than I would treat an attorney who knows the rules of evidence and procedure. And that being said, you would be at a significant disadvantage, particularly in a jury trial, because it is hard to get your information before the record of the court if you do not know the rules of procedure and the rules of evidence. And I understand that your case may seem simple to you, but procedure and how to operate in court and in a trial is difficult. So please make sure that you consider that before you attempt to represent yourself. Now, you should know that the state has the burden of proving the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You really don't have to do anything. In fact, only have to show up. But please understand that you have a right against self-incrimination that's guaranteed to you by the 5th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. No one can force you to testify. No one can force you to bring any evidence or testimony on your behalf. If you wish to attend the trial and not say anything, you could do that. But it is you should show up for trial. But if you and your attorney do wish to challenge any arguments made by the state or produce evidence and testimony on your behalf, you can do that. You just won't be required to do that. Now, if you were convicted, the maximum penalty could be up to 12 months in jail, a $5,000 fine, or both per offense. And if your conviction, if you believe that it was a mistake, you could appeal your conviction within 30 days of the verdict of the court to an appellate court, and they might make a different decision. Now, those are the rights that come with having a trial. If you wish to enter a plea of guilty, it's because you feel like you're guilty of the underlying offense. Then we will adjudicate your case today. We'll enter a sentence, and then you'll go on about your way and complete your sentence. If you wish to enter a plea of nolo contendory, means no contest. It means I understand that the state has evidence that they could produce against me, and it might result in a conviction against me. While I do not wish to contest that evidence, I also do not wish to enter a guilty plea. So the nolo plea is that plea. Now, it works well and has lots of benefits for you if you're able to use it for a traffic offense. It may help you avoid points on your license, and it may help you avoid a suspension of your license. But you have to be nolo eligible, meaning that you have not used a nolo plea for the same or similar offense within the last 5 years. All right. And if you're a nolo eligible, then we will tell you at the time if we're able to ascertain that. Now, with a nolo plea, do be mindful that for people who are under the age of 21 and for people who are commercial drivers, it may not work the same for you. With an under 21 driver, please understand that if you have 6 points total on your license, you could get a suspension that would be a hard 6-month suspension, meaning you could not get a temporary license for travel to school or work. So please be mindful of the points that you are accruing as an under 21 driver, because it's easier to get a hard suspension of your license. And for CDL drivers, nolo pleas and guilty pleas and convictions may affect your CDL in a negative way, but we're not able to tell you how because we don't do CDL law and we don't advise people. So what we do tell you is take the opportunity to do whatever research is necessary to to ensure that you'll still be able to drive and earn a living for your family. If that means that you enter a plea of not guilty, and while you are preparing for trial, you do that research, figure out how it might affect your CDL. Once you come back for trial, if you want to enter a plea at that time instead of going to trial, we'll do that. That's not a problem. But we want to make sure that you do not ruin your ability to earn a living without knowing that this is going to happen. So please take that time to do the research. All right. So hopefully I have given you all of the information. I don't think I've forgotten anything. At this time, I'm going to call the calendar. When I call your name, please make sure that you speak up, unmute, and let me know that you are here. I still have too many people with iPhone as their handle. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look on the screen, I don't know who iPhone 6 and iPhone are, or if you have a Samsung, I have people who will come on as Samsung or come on as a nickname. That doesn't help me. This is a formal setting. And so I need to know who you are, first and last name, in order to know where I need to put you or who needs to speak with you. Okay. All right. First name on the calendar is Brittany Michelle Bell. Brittany Michelle Bell.
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Bell, you're charged with theft by shoplifting. You do not have an attorney representing you. Do you wish to have an attorney appointed to you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I should have an attorney. The first time when I was in court, the judge gave me a card and I reached out to a court-appointed attorney, so should have been one. This was a long time ago, so I don't know if the person still worked there. I don't really know.
Okay, did you come to court in Clayton County or one of the city courts?
I went to court in Clayton County. It was me and another person.
Yeah, I don't know about a card that we would have given you, but Lister Holton Dennis, do you have any record of Miss Brittany Bell being before you or attached to you?
Judge, it doesn't appear that way from the calendar. I would have to log on to our kind of internal system to know for sure. But we certainly can fill out the appointment order for today.
All right, yeah, I'll appoint, but I'm afraid that we're going to have a conflict because I see a Kimberly Bell who also doesn't have an attorney. So one of them might have to have a conflict attorney. All right, Miss Bell, I need to see you also. I can't just talk to your picture. All right, so Miss Kimberly Bell.
Here.
All right, so Miss Kimberly Bell, you're before the court for theft by shoplifting. Is your case related to Miss Brittany Bell? Do y'all know each other?
No.
Oh, okay, then we might still be able to appoint. If you wish to have an attorney, did you wish to have one appointed for you, or are you going to hire one? Miss Kimberly Bell?
Oh, no, I don't have an attorney.
Did you wish to have one?
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay, are you over the age of 21?
Yes.
All right. All right, so Ms. Bell, Brittany Bell is going to be appointed an attorney. Ms. Kimberly Bell is wishing to speak with the state. Please tell me, Ms. Hagler, what the recommendation is for Ms. Kimberly Bell's case.
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation is 12 months probation, a fine of $200, 40 hours of community service, the theft prevention course, to not return back to that Walmart, and the state is not accepting any NOLO pleas.
It's the Riverdale Walmart, isn't it?
Let me come down, Your Honor. No, ma'am, it's a different Walmart.
That's amazing. Okay. All right, so
can I say something?
I don't know, Ms. Bell, because the whole point of having an attorney is that you don't say something that might jeopardize your defense. Now, you were serving as your own attorney, so if you want to say something, that's up to you. But please realize anything you say could be used against you.
Okay. About when I was at the store, I guess that would be having an attorney if I tell you what happened.
Yeah, because you can't tell me what happened unless we're in a trial setting.
Okay, gotcha.
Or a plea setting, because I got to be able to hear both sides.
Okay.
And I can't just, well, Judge, let me just, you know, I'm guilty with an explanation. Everybody loves that, but that doesn't, it's not how the judicial system works. If I hear your side, I got to hear the other side.
Okay.
All right. So did you wish to enter it? Because the state does not wish to accept a NOLO plea, and I'm not inclined to either, without some extraordinary situations. So did you wish to enter a plea, or did you wish to go to trial?
A plea, not trial.
Okay. All right. So you heard what the sentence would be: 12 months probation, a fine in the amount of $200. The $200 fine with the surcharges is going to be a total of $298. 40 hours of community service, a theft prevention course, and you're not to go back to any Walmart in Clayton County for the remainder of your sentence.
Okay.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes.
All right. You can put your hand down. So Ms. Kimberly Bell, you're before the court on case 2021 CR 08381 for theft by shoplifting. You're entering a plea of guilty. By doing so, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, ma'am?
Yes.
Factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor. On or about June 29th of 2021, Officer Paul Amons was dispatched to 2940 Anvil, A-N-V as in Victor I-L, Block Road, Ellenwood, Georgia, 30294, Clayton County. Upon his arrival, he met with the Walmart loss prevention, Miss Brittany Wilkerson. Ms. Wilkerson stated that she witnessed a defendant through surveillance video placing a red hair care product box in her bag and proceeded past all points of payments and sales. Ms. Wilkinson stated that she stopped the defendant and brought her into the security room and noticed the red hair care product box in the defendant's bag. Ms. Wilkinson stated that at that time she notified police and waited until their arrival. Ms. Wilkinson stated that the defendant could no longer come back to that store because the defendant had more than one shoplifting at another Walmart. At that time, the defendant was placed under arrest. Your Honor, at this time, the state's offer is 12 months probation, a fine of $200, 40 hours of community service. The defendant is to complete the theft prevention course and to not return back to any Walmart in Clayton County. Thank you.
So Ms. Bell, the sentence is 12 months probation, a fine in the amount of $200, $298 with the surcharges, 40 hours of community service, a theft prevention course, and you're not to go back to any Walmart in Clayton County. And Ms. Bell, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm safer at a Walmart based on like the number of cameras that they have. If something happens to me, it's gonna be on a camera somewhere in Walmart or the parking lot. So when folk go to Walmart thinking that they're getting away with something, and they're stealing, and especially hair care products, come on, man. You're gonna risk your future for a hair care, for a perm? Come on now. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So I'm going to tell you that even when they don't catch you, they see you. Got me? You're not getting over on anybody. We need to stop with that mentality, that get over mentality. I'm going to get something for nothing, because nothing in life is free. You either got to work for it or pay for it. We clear?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. James. Ms. James is going to instruct you about probation. She's going to answer any questions that you might have about your particular situation and how to successfully complete probation. Understand that the quickest way to get rearrested is to fail to go to your probation reports. If you don't do that, then it is likely that you will, I will be signing an arrest warrant for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right, go into the breakout room with Ms. James. You don't have to come back here after.
Okay.
All right, the next case is Shealy. Adrian Shealy. Mr. Shealy is present. His attorney, Mr. Butterfield, is on.
Yes, ma'am. Good
right.
morning, Your Honor. It's always a pleasure to see the court.
Good morning, Mr. Butterfield. Good to see you too. What's your, what say ye about Mr. Shealy, who's here for driving under the influence, wrong side of the road, and improper U-turn?
Judge, I received an offer today, recommendation today in the chat. For today, we want to enter, it's on for arraignment. We want to enter a plea of not guilty. The state's going to provide me with discovery. Mr. Shealy has done some things outside, as we prepare for this court date, but we won't be able to resolve it today. But I would like to get this enter a plea of not guilty, waive formal arraignment, Your Honor.
All right, the court will accept that plea of not guilty. You know that Ms. Hagler is on the case and y'all have already been talking, so I appreciate that. And then if you all are able to resolve it, I have a Tuesday video calendar as well as other calendars if you contact my office.
Thank you very much. Her assistant was kind enough to send me that offer, Judge. I'll speak with Ms. Hagler after court. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr.
Judge,
Shealy, I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
remind you, you know why you're here. So let's
Yes.
make sure that this is the only opportunity that you have to meet with a judge. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I have a new life at this moment, young ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Mr.
Thank you.
Butterfield will, he'll tell you, but thank you, sir. Just be mindful. All right. We'll
Yes,
see you
Judge,
next time.
have good holidays. If we don't see you before then, Judge.
All right, Mr. Butterfield, you too. Good to see you. It's
Thank
been
you.
a minute.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Nicholas Keith Harris. Nicholas Keith Harris. Last call for Nicholas Keith Harris.
We move for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
Bench warrant bond forfeiture. All right, next case is Terrence Scott King Jr. Terrence Scott King Jr. Last call for Terrence Scott King. Okay, this is the other guy who's got iPhone. You keep waving, but you got to unmute and talk to me, sir. Okay, let's walk him through this. I'm not sure who he is because he could be either one because he hasn't changed his name. Let's see. Ask to unmute. All right, you got to unmute, sir. I just sent you a request to unmute. If you respond to that, it should do it for you. All right, so sir, do you see a microphone, something that looks like an old-fashioned microphone on your screen? Click on that. Is it red or have a line through it? Okay, sir, are you frozen? Are you here? Wave your hand. All right, I'm not sure who that is. It's either Mr. Harris or Mr. King. So we'll go down to Mr. Long, Jamal Jordan Long.
I'm here.
All right, so Mr. Long, I need to see you.
I'm trying to get my settings right.
Mr. Nash, were you able to send information?
Hello?
Mr. Nash, were you able to? You gotta turn your video down.
Telephone number, and a free sender, including this number. And I will return.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay. Were you able to send that information to Ms. Hagler?
Your Honor, he was, and so the state's will not prosecute Mr. Nags's case.
All right, Mr. Nags, your case is going to be no pros. Thank you for making sure that your documents are in order and you're free to go at this time. Just be safe, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I was gonna say, I was gonna ask, first, Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. So is there, everything is, I may proceed on?
Yeah, everything
You driving? Is he
Mr.
driving?
Mr. Nags, you can't be on the when you're driving, sir, but everything is dismissed. Get off the call before you get a distracted driving charge, okay? Bye.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize, Your Honor.
That's okay. You good? Just bye.
Miss Hayward,
Yes.
this is Jamal. I'm back. It hung up on me.
Okay, Mr. Long. Hold on.
Miss Hayward, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Mr. Nags, you're free to go.
No, I'm not Nags. I'm Terrence King.
Okay.
It wasn't letting me
Okay.
unmute.
Hold on.
And Judge, please enjoy the rest of your week, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
No apologies necessary, sir. Take care, all right?
Yes, ma'am, as you wish.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello,
All
can
right.
you hear me now?
Yes. Hold on. Now, your name is?
Terrence King,
Okay,
Jr.
Mr. King.
I heard when you said
I'm
to
back
put my
too.
name on there, but I was already inside the Zoom call, so it wanted me to exit out to put my name in it. And then it
No.
wouldn't let me unmute.
Okay, with the Zoom, there's a button. It's like a everything button. So it comes up as a blue box with three white dots in it. And if you can find that button, it generally will help you do most things that you need to do. Pull down menu once you get in there. So you said your name is Mr. King, Terrence Scott King Jr.
Correct.
All right. So, Mr. King, you're before the court for impeding traffic and marijuana 1 ounce or less. Did you wish to have an attorney represent you, or did you wish to represent yourself?
Yes, I wish to have an attorney represent me.
All right. So I'll appoint the law firm of Lister Holton Dennis. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. Can you touch your screen? When you touch the screen next to your face, do you see a blue box with 3 white dots?
Next to my face? No, I just see my face. That's it.
Do you see anything that says more?
More? No, I see mute,
see-
stop video, participants, chat, reaction, share, record.
Chat. Go to chat.
All right, chat.
All right. Click on that.
All right.
You see a name in blue?
It just says send everyone, and it says tap here to chat.
No. Click on the everyone. Do you see a
Oh.
list?
When I click on everyone, it shows everyone that's in here right now. Like I'm sending a message to y'all.
No. This is what I need you to do. When you see the list, go down the list and click on courtroom 304.
All right, I clicked it.
Okay, in the box, put your name and email address.
All right.
And so they're going to call you, or I'll set up a breakout room with you so you can speak with the attorneys about your case.
All right.
I'll let you know when I'm ready to do that, or they just may call you once they get your information, okay?
All right.
All right, so I'm going to mute you. You'll still be able to hear us, but we won't be able to hear you. But if you hear me say your name, then you'll unmute, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. All right, now, Mr. Long.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Long, you're before the court for no insurance. Do you currently have insurance, sir?
Yes, that was from 2021.
Yeah, we got some cases that we don't know where they're coming from. They keep coming upstairs, so we keep dealing with them. Do you can you show your insurance? Like, can you produce proof of it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, Ms. Hagler, would that be sufficient?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to send you my government cell phone in the chat, Mr. Long, directly to you. So send your documents to me, and then once I review it, I'll make another announcement to the judge.
So, Mr. Long, she's gonna put, do you know the chat function?
No. Well, chat. Oh, chat. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you click on that, you should see a message from Ms. Hagler in a second, and you just reply to her message. She's gonna send you her information. What she wants back is your proof of insurance. So if you have a digital, I hope you're not driving, Mr. Long.
No, I'm at work, and they keep on coming up to me asking me questions right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so proof of insurance, and then once you send that, she'll be able to update her announcement, okay?
All right. And I just text that number?
Yeah,
send it to that number.
Text the picture of your insurance card or the digital insurance card to that number.
All right.
All right, so we'll be waiting for that response, okay? We're gonna mute you.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, next is Joshua Stephen Malcolm. That case has been no pros. Lucius Gerard Maple.
How you doing, Jay?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
So, Mr. Maple, okay. You're before the court for driving under the influence, less safe, and speeding. I do not see an attorney for you, sir. Did you wish to have an attorney?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I apologize. This is Attorney Terrell Dark. I'm representing Mr. Maple.
To who? Terrell what?
Dark, D-A-R-K.
All right. So, Mr. Dark, what is your client plead to the offenses before the court?
Your Honor, we're going to enter a plea of not guilty.
All right. So, Mr. Dark, I say this to new attorneys who've not dealt with me before. Don't just enter a plea of not guilty and then we don't see you until trial time. Please make sure that you get in touch with the state, work out your discovery, and start negotiating, because we are very plea friendly. If you need to take a plea, we provide video court and everything. So we just don't want you to take the case and then the next time we see you is in the box for the trial date.
No, Your Honor. And if I could get the solicitor's email address, I can just shoot them an email and kind of get things going today.
All right. Yes. So if you, Ms. Hagler will chat you that information and then you all can start the process of speaking. All right. So Mr. Maple, you're entering a plea of not guilty. Mr. Maple, I just say, please keep in touch with your attorney, because he's going to have the most up-to-date information about anything that you need to know or to prepare for trial. Also, you know why you're here. So please don't get into a situation where you have to be back before a court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Dark, once you get the information from Ms. Hagler, then you can go ahead and be excused, you and Mr. Maple, and then we will see you once you all are able to resolve, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I received it and I'm about to reply now.
All right, thank you. Make sure you write it down before you get off the screen, because once you're gone.
Yeah, I'm writing it down as we speak in the car.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good to meet you. I think this is your first time before me.
Yes, I think so as well.
All right. All right, Mr. Maple, thank you. And like I said, make sure your attorney always knows how to reach you and you keep in touch with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool, this one hits hard. Miss Starday Michelle Mosley. Is Miss Mosley back? This is one of my babies from when I first started on state court. I used to see Miss Mosley. I don't see her though.
The state will move for bench warrant and bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
Yeah. Starday Michelle Mosley. Last call for Starday Michelle Mosley. All right. Bench warrant, bond forfeiture.
Thank you.
All righty, Jessica Lynn Pugh.
Judge, she's in the courtroom. We are going to resolve that case today through a plea. I wanted to inquire of the state whether they had any, whether she's first offender eligible.
Let me check and see. Who's already used it?
Okay.
So no.
Even with that, she's still wanting to go forward with the negotiation. Are we doing that? You gonna take the plea now, Judge, or do you want to continue going through the calendar?
I want to take the plea now.
Come on up, Ms. P. You're fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mara said that per Mr. Brooks, they can't get the citation, they can only get the report. So.
All right, Ms. Pugh, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true. Okay, you got to speak up. I don't hear you at all. Okay, something's going on with the courtroom.
We're not muted. Can you hear me, Judge?
I hear you. I don't hear her.
A little soft spoken.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. So you're before the court on State of Georgia versus Jessica Lynn Pugh, 2021 CR 08385 for theft by shoplifting. What is your client pleads here the offense before the court, Mr. Lynch?
Judge, she pleads guilty.
Okay, by entering a plea of guilty, ma'am, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right, factual basis recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about September 15th of 2021, while on foot patrol, Officer Kenneth Lucas was approached by the loss prevention personnel, Ms. Brittany Wilkerson, at 2940 Anvil Block Road, Ellenwood, Georgia, also known as the Walmart, Clayton County. Ms. Wilkinson stated that she recently caught the defendant shoplifting and detained her in the office. Officer Lucas met with Ms. Wilkinson in her office and asked what were the items that were taken from the business. Ms. Wilkinson advised that the defendant had taken 2 candles, valued both at $36. Ms. Wilkinson said that she had no choice but to prosecute due to the defendant exceeding the minimum stolen amount, as well as not possessing any identification when contact was made. The defendant purchased items from the business, but then placed unpaid items in the same bag as she used for her self-checkout registers, passing off points of sale. When she was asked if the items belonged to her, the defendant stated no. And at that time, the defendant was arrested and placed under arrest for theft by shoplifting. At this time, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation, a fine of $200 to be suspended. The defendant is to complete the prevention course, 40 hours of community service, and to not return back to 2940 Anvil Block Road, Ellenwood, Georgia, also known as the Walmart.
All right, Mr. Lynch.
Yes, Your Honor, I have discussed this case with Ms. Pugh and her rights to trial. She has taken accountability and she would ask the court to accept the plea as negotiated. She did want me to ask whether you would consider to allow her probation to terminate after she completes.
No. Ms. Pugh, I could understand if you stole canned food because you were hungry or stuff for a baby, but you stealing candles, ma'am. Come on. Really? That's just dumb. So no, you're gonna feel all of this. And just stealing candles. I just don't even understand what is it, some thrill? Like, oh, I might not get caught. Let me try it. I just don't even understand this. There's people out there living on the just don't have anything to live. And if they come and they say, oh, well, I was stealing food, that I could possibly understand. But you're stealing candles. You can't eat it. Don't nobody want to buy candles. For right now, like people are using other things to set their house. So I don't even understand why candles called you for theft. So I'm going to accept your plea, sentence you to 12 months probation, a fine in the amount of $200, which the state is willing to suspend. You're going to take a theft prevention course 40 hours of community service, and you're not to go back to any Walmart in Clayton County. No Walmarts. Do you understand? For the balance of your probated sentence. All right, I'm gonna ask you, when you leave the courtroom, you're gonna go to the right, to the courtroom next to us, 305. Those first double doors as you come into the courtroom, you'll see the probation expert in one of those rooms. If she's with someone, she'll have you wait down in the hall until she's ready to speak with you, and she'll get you signed up for probation. Miss Pugh, you too old for this, ma'am. Don't do this dumb stuff again, okay? All right. You can go exit the courtroom, and Miss James will be waiting in the courtroom next door. Just make sure that if she's with someone, you just wait quietly in the hall, and she'll call you when she's ready. All right. Thank you. All right. So Bell, Brittany Bell, King, Long, and Malcolm, I think, and Mosley. Oh, Mosley is a bench warrant bond forfeiture. All right, so did you all need time to talk? Did you need breakout rooms? Let me know.
Judge, we're gonna need some time to talk. I'm going to get that process started now.
All right, I'll be back.
I have an announcement on Raymond, pages 3, 4, and 5 of the calendar.
Oh, I'm sorry, we still hadn't called the whole calendar. Ooh, Lord. Thank you, ma'am. All right, so Errol Raymond Jr. Last call for Errol Raymond Jr.
The state will move for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
Bench warrant bond forfeiture granted.
Thank you.
All right, next is Keontae Tryon Sanders. Keontae Sanders. Last call for Keontae Sanders.
The state will move for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
Bench warrant bond forfeiture. Willie B. Stewart. Willie B. Stewart.
Your Honor, he's on Zoom. He just needs to unmute himself.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Stewart. Mr. Stewart, you're before the court for no tag, expired or invalid tag, and no insurance. Do you have insurance, Mr. Stewart?
No, ma'am. I don't even have the car. I don't drive at the moment.
Okay. Does the state, Mr. Stewart, did you need an attorney to represent you, or did you wish to represent yourself?
No, I knew what I was doing was stupid.
Your Honor, I just have one question for Mr. Stewart before I make an announcement.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you getting around, Mr. Stewart, if you don't drive?
Public transportation, Uber, Lyft.
Okay, the state's gonna process this case, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Stewart, since you knew what you were doing was kind of not, not bright, we're gonna make better decisions, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so the state is gonna no process your case, but people kind of don't get that your driver's license and insurance and those things that allow you to get around, some of the most important documents you can have right next to your birth certificate, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, be safe.
All right, you guys have a great one. Happy holidays.
You too, thank you.
Oh, I keep forgetting we rolling up on holiday time. It's coming too fast. All right. Andrew Schofield.
Your Honor, the state is gonna not process this case.
All right, thank you so much. Case will be no pros. Andrew Troublefield is the no pros. And DeMorris Terrell Tucker. DeMorris Terrell Tucker. Last call for DeMorris Terrell Tucker.
The state will move for a bench warrant bond forfeiture.
Bench warrant bond forfeiture will be granted.
Thank you.
All right. And last case on the calendar is Aurora Lacasia Warren. All right. So Ms. Warren is represented by Lister Holton Dennis. You all let me know what the announcement will be. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all some time to talk. Outstanding, we have Bell, Brittany, King, Long, Malcolm, and warrant. I'm sorry.
Ms. Hayes? Oh,
So, Mr. Long, were you able to get your documents?
yeah, I just sent it over.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
1 second. Let Ms. Hagler have an opportunity to look.
Your Honor, this is Deputy Whitson confirming that Troublefield was no pros.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Deputy Whitson. I forget to say hi to you because you stay in the background, but hello, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, everything looks sufficient. The state is gonna non-pros Mr. Long's case.
All right, Mr. Long. Now you share a name. Come on now, keep your stuff straight. You can't be out here embarrassing the long name.
Listen, that was a long time ago. I pay for it now.
All right. Take care, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right. So at this time, I'm going to allow Mr. Lynch, Mr. Taylor, and to Ms. Hagler to work the calendar. So when you all have announcements, just let me know. If you need a breakout room, just let me know. I'll be right here.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
What happened?
I do have an announcement where I have a plea that I'm ready to go forward on if the court is ready to take a plea.
Ready?
This is Miss Brittany Bell. She does want to plead guilty to shoplifting. It's going to be a negotiated plea. Just going to ask for some consideration as far as probation that Miss Bell wants to be heard on, the chance to have a phone in or mail-in report on probation. I've explained to her that's not a guarantee, but she can be heard on it.
All right. Ms. Bell, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court on State of Georgia versus Brittany Michelle Bell, 2021 CR 08355 for theft by shoplifting. You're entering a plea of guilty. Is that correct, Mr. Lynch?
Yes, Judge, pursuant to.
All right. By giving, this plea, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes.
All right. Factual basis, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about May 15th of 2021, Officer M. Rodriguez was working an authorized part-time at 7050 Highway 85, Riverdale, Clayton County, Georgia, 30274, also known as the Walmart, when loss prevention specialist Lee Granger, Granger, advised Officer Rodriguez of the theft by shoplifting. According to Mr. Granger, he observed two females, one later identified as the defendant, at a self-checkout register 50, scanning items and placing them inside the Walmart shopping bags. According to Mr. Granger, the defendant passed all points of sale with concealed and unpaid merchandise. The items totaled $97.88 before tax. Mr. Granger also provided a written statement. At that time, the defendant was charged with theft by shoplifting. Your Honor, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation, a fine of $200. The defendant is to complete the theft prevention course, 40 hours of community service, and the defendant is to not return to that incident location.
It was the location again, I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor, 7050, so 7050 Highway 85, Riverdale, Georgia, 30274.
Is that the Walmart?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lynch.
Judge, that is the negotiated plea offer that I explained to Ms. Bell when I explained to her her rights, and she does want to accept it. She did want to be heard on mail or phone-in reporting to probation. And I'm going to let her explain that to you in her own words because I had a little bit.
All right, Ms. Bell, let me hear you.
I was requesting to have phone-in interviews because I have to take my handicapped father to chemo and urology, and my younger son to urology appointments daily. So it will be hard for me to try to report in driving there versus me doing it over the phone.
But you managed to go to Walmart and steal.
That was years ago. This literally, my father just had a massive heart attack. I lost my mom all after COVID. So this accident happened years ago.
Accident?
This incident happened years ago. This Walmart incident happened years ago.
I'll tell you what, if you can show me, you can show your probation officer proof of these appointments that you have, then I may switch to phone and mail report, but for now, no. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room so you can speak to Ms. James, who's the intake expert for probation. Talk to her about your situation, and if you can bring in proof from a medical facility for your son and for your father that you have these frequent appointments, then you can present that to your probation office and they can request it through me.
Okay, I have the paperwork now. I mean, I can give it to her now.
Okay, well, talk to Ms. James about that. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with her. But I'm gonna sentence you on this case to 12-month probation, $200 fine. It's gonna be $298 with the surcharges, a theft prevention course, 40 hours of community service, and you're not to go back to any Walmart in Clayton County.
Can I pay the fine today?
You can do whatever you need to today, ma'am. Just talk to Ms. James first, okay? I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with her. You do not have to come back to this room once you have spoken with her. But like I said, if you present the information that we discussed with your probation officer, then they may be able to present that to me and we can have a discussion about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going to the breakout room with Ms. James.
Judge, I'm gonna.
So next, do we have any more announcements or pleas?
Judge, no, unfortunately, looks like Mr. Taylor's conflicted off on most of these cases. I'm going to talk to Mr. King right now. We'll have that for you very shortly. And then
okay, no problem.
We just have Mr. King and Mr. Warren.
Yeah, I have King, Malcolm, and Warren, unless I missed the announcement on Malcolm.
Malcolm was deceased.
Malcolm, and
Oh,
that
that's
was
right.
closed.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was a no.
All right, I'm gonna.
All right. All right, we'll be back.
Your Honor, I do have a plea ready for Mr. Terrence Scott King. I was gonna try to get them all done, but Ms. Warren stepped out, so I was just gonna go ahead and see if you want to go ahead and take Mr. Terrence Scott King's plea.
Mr. King? I don't see him on here. Do you see him?
I just talked to him on the phone. He maybe that, I think, maybe he got logged off when he picked up the phone call. I will text him and tell him to get back on the phone. Meanwhile, I will talk to Miss Warren. Sorry about that, Judge. Miss Warren, I talked to him on the phone, right? But I didn't have the record. Well, I mean, that's, you can always do that. If you want to talk about it,
All right, iPhone 6, is that you, Mr. Scott? I mean, sorry, Mr. King? Hello?
Yes, it is.
All right, so Mr. Lynch, you ready? Mr. Lynch?
Your Honor, Mr. Lynch stepped out to speak with Ms. Warren, who's physically in the courtroom.
All right, did you want to take the plea for Mr. King?
I don't believe I can, Your Honor. I'm
okay.
personally conflicted on Mr. King's case.
All right, Mr. King, just hold on a second. As soon as Mr. Lynch comes back in, we'll do your plea.
All right.
Judge, we're ready to go forward.
All right, Mr. King is present. Mr. King, raise your right hand for me. Mr. King? You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're before the court on 2021 CR 08383 for Terrence Scott King Jr. for impeding traffic and marijuana 1 ounce or less. You're represented by the Mr. Lynch at the law firm of Lister Holton Dennis. Mr. Lynch, what is your client plea to the offenses before the court?
Judge, we're going to enter a no contest plea to count 1, impeding traffic, and the state is going to null pros count 2, possession of marijuana pursuant.
All right. All right, by entering a plea of nolo, Mr. King, to count 1, impeding traffic, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir?
Yes.
All right, factual basis and recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On or about June 29th of 2021, while Officer Brandon McKay traveling Fair Boulevard at North Avenue, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30236, Clayton County, Georgia. The defendant did commit the offense of impeding the flow of traffic when he was traveling at approximately 30 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone in the far left lane while vehicles were passing in the 2 right lanes. Slower speed was not needed. Also during the traffic stop, the defendant was operating the vehicle while under the influence. Officer McKay did detect an odor of marijuana that was coming from the vehicle and asked the defendant if there was any in the vehicle. The defendant said it no, but that he just had just come from somewhere that he had smoked at, and showed the officer several small burnt marijuana roaches in the ashtray in the cup holder. At that time, Your Honor, the defendant was arrested. Your Honor, the state's recommendation is a fine of $50 for count 1, and the state is going to not cross count 2.
All right. So, Mr. King, the $50 fine will be $83.50 with the surcharges. Did you wish to pay that within 30 days or 60 days?
60 days.
All right. So I'm going to allow you to pay within 60 days, but you have to do that or an arrest warrant could issue. Mr. Lynch, do you have Mr. King's email address?
I believe he did send it to me. Yes, Judge. I do.
Okay, if you could send that over to, is it Miss Wright today or Miss Castaneda? Miss Brenda is here. Hi, Miss Brenda. So if you could send that over to Miss Castaneda, she can make sure. She's going to send you an email with your sentencing sheet. It's going to tell you exactly when your money is due. You can come into the Clayton County Courthouse and pay it on the 2nd floor at the traffic court window, or you can pay online or by phone, and there should be instructions in the email about that, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, you're free to go at this time. And you had Warren?
Yes, Judge. Miss Warren is going to enter a not guilty plea at this time, but because she has faith in the integrity and the wisdom in the fact-finding function of the court, we are requesting that the state consent to a bench trial in this matter.
I'm fine with a bench trial. State?
Well, Your Honor, it's my understanding we have to get approval. So I will get with my supervisor and get back with you on that.
Okay, so it's a bench trial for now, pending the state just getting into the discussion. But Aurora Keisha Warren is entering a plea of not guilty. Please remind Ms. Warren about the bond conditions and how even picking up another charge would be a violation.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 1 o'clock calendar. We will call that calendar just right after 1. At this time, the court is in recess until the 1 p.m. calendar.
Judge.
Thank you.
Ms. Warren,